In the building was good. How are y'all? What's popping? We are live this wonderful afternoon. I don't know what time it is. It's like in the evening. I'm cutting some sweet peppers. Taking the camera down here. I'm cutting me some sweet peppers. I'm about to make me a little something something. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna talk about some stuff. So the stove is heated up right now, and I want to talk about a lot of stuff. I want to talk about like positive stuff. I want to talk about the stuff that's going on in my life that I'm very excited about. Okay, so I'm doing acting, as some of you know. I went live like last month. I'm letting y'all know that I had my first acting. I had my first acting audition. I was letting y'all know, and that was very exciting. I didn't get the part, but it was exciting. That was my first audition. So, I now have a mentor, which is really exciting. Where she's signing on to be my acting mentor. It's an older woman who is, actively in the filmmaking industry, who is helping me to get in the industry and get jobs and things like that. So, whoo, y'all, it's exciting. It's exciting. It's just like a lot of I don't know, there's a lot of exciting stuff going on. So I cut my sweet peppers up and I'm gonna put them in on the stove top. I'm just trying to find the right angle, y'all. It's not easy for, like, trying to multitask, if that makes sense. Like trying to cook and like talk and do all that at the same time. But yes, the stove is very hot now. Let's put this. That scared me. Girl, that scared me. But that hoe hot. Yo, that scared me. I ain't gonna lie. That scared me. I wonder what I wonder if that was caught on camera of me geeking out. Alright, that's not anything. Okay. Woo! Baby! And I'm gonna add my kale leaves, and my tofu. We're gonna make a wrap, like a vegan wrap. Tell me, y'all, should I put black eyed peas with it? We're using a wrap. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. So I done put the sweet peppers in. I put my favorite liquid aminos in this because, y'all, baby, this tastes good. Woo! We cooking it now. Oh, and I'm getting injured as I do it. I can see you in a movie or TV show for sure. Hey, how do I pronounce your name? LaFauna? Thank you. And hello, Amy. Yeah, LaFauna, thank you. Thanks. I take that as a compliment. Yeah, so I'm doing acting. I have a mentor who's been in the industry. She does acting. She's done directing. She's done executive producing. He said, shit, I'm cooking too. Hey, cook with your girl. Cook with your girl. Hey, come on in here. He said, what's your opinion on global warming? That's interesting. That's an interesting question. Wow, y'all just coming into the chat. Hello, everyone. Please give this a thumbs up while you're in here. So yeah, I just put my sweet peppers on the oven. Now I'm gonna put my tofu in there. And yeah, keep the questions coming, y'all. I love questions. About global warming. That's an interesting question. Why are you asking me that? I'm curious to know. But as far as global warming goes, all I know is it's freaking hot as hell. It's hot as hell. And your girl damn near is scared, but at the same time, in the Bible, it says, have anxiety over nothing. Instead, pray about everything. That's the scripture. So I really try not to worry. But I can understand why people are tripping about it or, freaking out about it. Woo! I be getting hurt. Can you say my name? Mel. I said your name. What's up? What's up, Mel? Your mellows are big. What?
You mean my tatas? Thank you, but like I think they can all tell. Yeah, I think we can all tell. I don't think that we need you to announce that because the people can tell. Somebody said, "Hey, sexy, how you doing?" Well, thank you. I appreciate you for calling me sexy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. I try my best. And I'm doing good. I'm doing actually really good. I'm doing better than good. I got some news, y'all. I got some freaking news about my life. And I wasn't sure if I wanted to talk about it in this live or not, if I wanted to wait. But, I'm not going to get too much into detail about work. But all I can say is, I'm not talking about acting. I'll talk about acting all day. He said, my girlfriend and I bought a waterbed last week, and we now sleep in separate rooms as we have drifted apart. Okay, well, I'm sorry to hear that. I am sorry to hear that. So I just put the tofu in. I'm trying to see what's going on right here. I just put the tofu in, and I have not seasoned it yet. But I'm gonna am I single? Y'all coming in with the questions. Am I single? That's a good question. That's a good question. You know what? I am not currently in a relationship, but I am not going to go into. You know what? Screw it. Screw it. I was about to be like, but I don't want to talk about that. But you know what? I need to get my salt. I left my salt in my bedroom. But I am going to mention that. I am going to talk about that. We kind of bouncing around. There really isn't really a specific topic, as I can see, because y'all kind of all over the place. One person asked me about global warming. But as far as being single goes, I be dating. But having an actual full-on partner, no. But that is subject to change. Somebody said marry me or not. Well, I don't know you, so I'm not marrying nobody that I don't know. He said, hey grandma, what you cooking? I'm glad you noticed I am a grandma. I am granny. Oh, I meant to get my salt. I am grandma for real, y'all. And I'm trying to decide if I want to put honey in it or not. But give this chat a thumbs up also. But when it comes to being single, I be dating. That's all I can say. I be dating. Oh my God, where's this water coming from? But yeah, I be dating. It takes a man a week to walk, a fortnight. How long does it take for a flock? These questions moving so fast I can't even read some of them. A little girl, you got some girl, people, this chat is moving so fast that I can't even catch what y'all saying. I will subscribe you. We will know each other better. Actually, you are amazing, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, boo boo. Oh, that was a little bit too much salt. Dang. Thank you, boo boo. I appreciate that. I'm getting so much love. And for people that don't love, I ain't got nothing to do with me. Ain't got nothing to do with me. It don't matter to me. So anyway, I didn't take a breath, y'all. I really didn't even take a breath. So I was talking about acting. And I gotta put the green in. See, it's hard, like talking to the camera and cooking at the same time, but yeah, I was talking about acting. And how I am pursuing acting, and I have a mentor, and I'm getting into the field, I'm getting into the industry. Oh, I'm so excited. Every time I talk about it, I just get so freaking happy. Like, it's like, this is like probably the best time of my life, honestly. Like, I told you I went to an acting audition, I didn't get that, but I didn't let that bring me down. I'm still moving forward and putting myself into the line of, acting. And so, like I said, I got a mentor, and next weekend, I'm going to this like workshop for people who want to study scripts and, just want to be in the acting scene. I had to pay to be a member, and it's like, I'm just excited. Like, when you pay to be a part of something, that shows dedication. It shows that you're really trying. And so I'm very excited. That's next weekend. Um, so yeah, I'm very, very much excited. Like, I think Memphis is a great place to get your start as an actress and as a singer. I'm gonna read y'all questions in a second, but let me just get my stuff situated. I just added some kale greens to the bowl, and I always put this on everything. This is my baby. This is my baby, okay? Add a little flavor like this. This gives everything flavor. Liquid aminos, brag. Don't say I never told you nothing. Don't say I never told you nothing, okay? So, and I also like, for those of you who just got in the chat, I'm making wraps. I'm making some vegan taco wraps with tofu, sweet peppers, greens, and ooh, my throat. And all that good stuff. Yeah. Fall in love with you. So when I said, no way you out of Memphis, I'm from Tennessee too. Yeah, no, I'm really in Memphis. That's where I'm at. Yeah, for real. I'm not from Memphis, not in the slightest. I'm from Baltimore. Yeah, I'm from Baltimore, but yeah, I'm in Memphis. That's where I'm chilling. This is my spot. Got me a little spot here. I'm planning to move to a new apartment here. But yeah, I feel like this is a really good spot to do acting. Like, I really do. So expecting to see me, like, y'all, this is the truth and nothing but the truth. Y'all will see me in commercials, in TV shows and stuff like that very soon. Okay? Give it a couple months. Y'all gonna see me. I'm doing some stuff behind the scenes. And me being a part of this club that I'm in for actors now, I will now be considered for a particular role that my mentor, who is a director and an executive producer, I'm just so proud of myself. Because y'all know I've come so far. But anyway, yeah, like, me attending this thing will give me more of an opportunity to be in a film that they're working on. So I'm really excited. Where am I from? I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. Baltimore, Maryland, USA. Hey, Baltimore, Maryland, USA. Hey, Baltimore, Maryland, USA. Hey. Yeah, I'm lit. So I said, attention to me, please. What's up? Who's saying hi? How you I fall in love. I don't know how to respond to that. I really don't. I mean, thank you, I guess. But you don't even, like, you don't know me personally, so, but I appreciate the admiration. Yeah. Do I have a you mean I'm in a relationship? Well, I just mentioned that. Y'all get me off topic. I'm supposed to be talking about acting, okay? I'm supposed to be talking about acting. But yeah, I'm dating, but I'm not serious with anybody. But I'm dating, just not in a serious relationship. So I could be just straight up single in a minute. I could be straight up taken in a minute. I don't know. Actually, I feel right now, God help me that I be here to see you. Okay, well, thank you. Thank you. I don't know in what way I, like, help you, but hey, I'm glad I do. So, okay, that's awesome. So, back to acting. The thing that I am most excited about when it comes to acting is me finally feeling like that I'm living in my purpose. You know, I have never really felt like I was where I was supposed to be most of my life until very recently when I decided to pursue acting. I decided to pursue acting a month ago. Like, actually, like, go to auditions and talk to directors and executive producers and join clubs for actors and look on Facebook to see what acting events they are having. Just last night, I went to this event. If y'all follow me on Instagram, I made a post showing that I was there at this event here in Memphis. It was called Shoot and Splice. Shoot and Splice. It was at this place called Crosstown Arts. And it was really awesome to be there, and I'm not gonna lie, I did, like, I let, like, stuff get in the way of me, like, being, like, as social as I could have been. Like, if you're gonna do this, try to be in this industry, you need to network. And I have a very, like, I can be very social and very, very bubbly, but I'm still overcoming some shyness, and like stage fright, and I feel like that's definitely to be expected for somebody that's doing something like this, who I have been, like, extremely introverted for most of my life, but I've always had, like, a very social, like, bubbly side to my personality. My Instagram is @ Sydney_Island. So yeah, my Instagram is Sydney_Island, @ Sydney_Island, all lowercase. It's the same lettering as my YouTube name. So check me out on Instagram. I do post different stuff that I'm doing. Y'all gonna see a lot more acting stuff on my Instagram. So follow me on IG. I'm definitely gonna be showing more of what I got going on. So yeah, that's Sydney_Island, all lowercase. So yeah, I'm very much excited about, what's going on. Do I need more kale? Hold on, y'all. Do I need more kale? It look like I need more kale, don't it? It's not enough greens. I like greens. I like a lot of green in my stuff. I'm a green head. I'm a green thumb. I'm a green tongue. I'm a green tongue. Yeah, I like greens. I like to be healthy. Like, eating healthy is really important to me. Maybe that's why I'm so damn skinny, but shit, I don't know. I don't try to be skinny. I don't try to be skinny. I just am. Everybody running this tofu. Okay. Anyway, okay, let me read y'all a question. Oh, someone said shyness. How cute. Yeah, I can be shy sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes, yeah. Let me see my Instagram. If I can write it here. I don't know. Can I do that? Is that a thing? I don't even, y'all, when I tell you I'm like a grandma sometimes when it comes to social media. Oh, they got an option to start a poll. I'm going to need to work with that in a minute, but I'm kind of in the middle of cooking. So it's kind of like, I try not to overwhelm myself by doing too much at once. I'm a grandma. I can get overwhelmed. Oh my gosh, there's too much going on for your grandmama. The grandmama, hold on, I got to do the grandma. There's too much going on for your grandmama. I know I done been through a lot in life, but I need to relax sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Your grandmama need to chill sometimes, Oh, thank you, Percy G. I like you too. I like you because you like me. Okay. Also, I feel like I should say this while I'm on live, but I do private birth chart readings or personal birth chart readings. For those of you who are, thank you, what's your name? LaFauna. Thank you so much, LaFauna. Y'all check out LaFauna's, what she just put in the chat. She put my Instagram name in the chat. So that's exactly it. Thank you, LaFauna says. I really appreciate that because it was just going to be too much for me in this moment to try to type that in. Like, I really appreciate that. Like, y'all don't know. When y'all do stuff like that, y'all don't know how much it helps us. Okay? I really appreciate that. So, anyway, yeah, that's my Instagram. What LaFauna says, just put, that's my exact Instagram. Thank you so much for that. And like I was saying, I do private or personal birth chart readings. If you are familiar with what I do on this channel, I do a lot of astrology stuff. So get your birth chart read, okay? You want to know how your moon sign conflicts with your sun sign and how your Mars conflicts with your Venus and stuff like that. If you want to know about all of that, hit me up. You can email me at s.island55@yahoo.com. Help me out, LaFauna girlfriend. Help me out with the email. It's s.island55@yahoo.com. If you want to get your birth chart read, I got you. Let me I'm about to put this on the stove, you know, heat up these wraps. They're yellow corn tortillas, gluten-free, because, you know, I need to make like a celiac awareness type video or something. I did make one video talking about celiac, which is, you know, somebody who has like a serious like wheat gluten intolerance. This is the first one. We're gonna heat it up. Heat it up, heat it up, heat it up, sister, heat it up. Okay, and then it's a help that one of my freaking eyes is like broke or whatever. Y'all, this apartment, I love my people, but I just feel like I need to say, black folks can be unprofessional. Like, I don't even want to be racist, but black people can just be so freaking unprofessional. Like, I hate to say, I don't want to be negative or nothing. I love my people. I really love my people, but y'all, I really got to talk about this job I just let go of. But I feel like we're gonna have to make that's gonna be a whole nother live. So I just put the oil in the pot, and I'm gonna let it get warm, and then I'm gonna put this on it because it needs to get heated up. But yeah, I got a lot of stuff I want to talk about. Acting, that's the main thing I want to talk about in this live. And if y'all have any questions about anything else, just let me know. I'll read y'all questions towards the end if I'm able to operate this dang thing to see y'all questions. But yeah, I do birth chart reading, so email me at s.island55. And I do not overcharge, boo-boo. Because I know we all out here struggling. You know what I'm saying? We all got to make a way. So I do not overcharge whatsoever for birth chart readings or anything. I'm very understanding with people in their situations and stuff like that. But yeah, hit me up for a birth chart reading. It's crazy. Like, people be charging an arm and a leg for birth chart. I feel like I'm good. Like, I charge what I need to charge, but I definitely don't overcharge. Shit! Getting a little burnt. Let me turn that on low. Y'all gonna have me burn my food. All right, thank you, Hussein. I appreciate you for following me. So, yeah, about this acting stuff, I got something going on next weekend. It's called Script Supervisor Workshop. And I am more than excited to be a part of it. And I'm gonna join. Well, I already joined, but I'm gonna be there, and it's gonna be exciting. It's really a class, but it's like hands-on, where you get to actually work with directors and work with directors and executive producers, and you actually get to like be hands-on and be on a set, and you know, and then you get to be considered for a role in a film. And so, y'all, when I tell y'all, I'm a tourist. I don't play. If I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. Okay? Okay? Thank y'all. 7 thumbs up. That's what's up. That's what's up. I appreciate that. So, I'm gonna let that heat up on the stove. Make me some water, girl. My throat, she be big, baby. I think that's probably a sign I need to slow the heck down. Glad to see you here. It was amazing moments for me. Okay. You seem so young. Do I? Do y'all agree? Come on now, y'all. Do y'all think do I just seem young, look young? Well, I am young. I am young. I am young. I'm not old. I'm definitely not old. But I'm not a teenager. I'm not a baby. But I got a couple more years in there till I'm 30. Okay? So I'm young, but I ain't that young. Your mama ain't green, okay? That's what the old people say. The old people be like, yeah, I was a little green back in the day. Like, that's that old people language. Yeah, I ain't that green. So, that being said, y'all, we got a lot of stuff going on with acting, and I'm gonna be in commercials. I'm gonna be doing it, and I'm really excited. I'm very excited. I am following my dreams, y'all, and I'm very proud of myself. You know, because if y'all been following my channel,
there's some people who's like the OGs, and y'all know, like, I was struggling with like homelessness, and I went live a couple of years ago, while I was like homeless, and I was just like vibing with y'all. So pretty exceptional to be here, man. I need y'all to be patient with me. I've been feeling like, I don't know, but I just need y'all to be patient with me. So we're gonna flip this wrap over. It's busting. No, I don't like that. It's breaking. Oh hell no. Yo. I don't like that. I'm disappointed. I'm actually legit disappointed. Like, this is not what I expected at all. And I put too much oil on it too. Yeah, whatever. YOLO, I guess. How long was I homeless? You've been homeless too. Okay, we can relate on some stuff. Okay, sister, I gotta put you on. So, I was homeless for 9 months. It was 9 months. And the way I look at that is, you know how a baby is in the womb, in the mother's womb for 9 months. I kind of look at it like God was prepping me and preparing me for, what's to come. Preparing me to be a stronger person for the lifestyle that I was trying to build, and the lifestyle that I was trying to live. It was very hard. Dealing with that homelessness for those 9 months was probably one of the hardest times in my life. It was hard, but it was also life-changing. Yes, you get it. It was hard, but I wouldn't take it back. I wouldn't. It changed me, and it made me so much stronger. It's like when you go through something like that, you feel like, shoot, I can do anything. And that's what you need, And it's like, we really don't want to go through stuff like that. We fear going through stuff like that. We dread going through stuff like that. We pray to God that we don't go through stuff like that. But when we do go through stuff like that, it gives us the strength that we need. It gives us the strength that we need to get the very things that we always pray to God for. And that's crazy. You said, damn, I feel that. I feel like I had to go through it too. I realized a lot about myself. I was also homeless for about the same amount of time. That's crazy. Yeah. You said, I feel like I had to go through it too. Sometimes I need to read it a second time. I feel like I had to go through it too. I realized a lot about myself. Yeah, I did too. I learned a lot about myself. When you go through that, it gives you like ego death. Because you really can't be cocky when you ain't got a home. I said, exactly. If I made it out of that, I know I can get through anything. Exactly. It gives you a certain level of strength. And sometimes you need people to remind you of how strong you really are when you get out of it. You need to keep friends around you that say, remember that time when you was homeless? What you worrying about this for? You got through A, B, C. You lived in a homeless shelter where you were literally verbally abused by this man. And that was my situation. I was verbally abused. I was manipulated. And I made a story time about this. It was a hot minute ago. It was like a couple of years ago. Because when I went through the homelessness, that was 3 years ago, right? And I made a story time about this, but the homeless shelter that I had stayed at turned out to be a cult. Yeah. And, some people don't like for you to talk about it. The Christian community, they like to try to be hush-hush, but it was a Christian homeless shelter. And sometimes when things get really religious, it can turn into that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not knocking Christianity at all. I still read the Bible. I still read scripture. But there is a bit of a difference between reading the Bible and considering yourself to be a Christian. So, I had to really reevaluate my spirituality during that time when I was dealing with homelessness too. I also got shown a lot of kindness when I was at that low point. So it restored my faith in humanity. Yes! And I can relate. Are you an African American woman? Because I want to mention this for my people of color, not just for black people, obviously. This is for anybody. I want to also make that known that my content is for all people of all races. The name of that story time is
I think it was the time I was in a cult, or it was something like that. It was the time I was in a cult, or that time I was in a cult, or something like that. But yeah, just put yeah, it was something like that, and I put the word story time in the title. Okay, you're a black man. Okay, I want to say this. You know, us black people were always taught that we are oppressed. And black people, we did go through a substantial amount of oppression at one point in history, you know, for a long time in history. Um, but when I went through homelessness, it made me realize that we still privileged. It's just as long as you're in America, you have privileges that other people don't have. You know, we're privileged. Black Americans are privileged. Okay? Because I was homeless, and I was not homeless because I was black. Okay? I was not homeless for that reason. And people still showed me a lot of kindness and a lot of help. And I experienced a lot more kindness and help than discrimination when I was dealing with homelessness. And I'm not racially ambiguously black. I'm black. You know? So I realized that when I was homeless, it's like we have privilege. You say you're so right about the privilege. Yes. And that's something that black Americans, we really need to recognize. We have privilege. Just as long as you are an American, you have access to things that minorities in other countries do not have access to. So you automatically are privileged. So after that, dealing with homelessness, it made me very much thankful for my country. And I have a newfound love for America, because dealing with homelessness in like a third world country, I feel like it's gonna automatically be way worse. You know, because they don't necessarily have the resources to help you out of that. And I got I was spoiled. It's crazy. I was homeless, but God kept spoiling me even through that time. So that's why you're really not supposed to fear anything, you know, because you still be taken care of. I kind of low key burnt my tortilla. Ah! It's a little hard. It's a little rough. Okay. I said, even if you living in the hood, you still better off than a lot of people. Yeah, absolutely. Don't get me wrong. A hard life is a hard life no matter where you are. But I'll also acknowledge this shit could be a whole lot worse, couldn't it? Hell yeah. Always. So I've come a long way to just having an acting audition just last month. And then I went to this event where this African American woman was the lead speaker, speaking about her experiences as an actress, educating us all, people of all races, of how to succeed as a script writer, as a screenwriter, as an actress, as a producer. You know, that's privilege. She's privileged. Okay? And I was privileged to attend. You know? I'm actually in a third world country right now, and I see homeless people and they are basically doomed. When I was homeless in the US, I received a lot of help. That's so sad to hear. I mean, it's good that you got help, but it's so sad that other people, yeah, and you know, that's one thing that I've always wanted to change. You know, I told myself, you know, when I make it big as an actor, as a singer, or whatever, I'm going to help the homeless people. You know, that's always been a dream of mine. Like, yeah. Yeah, I've been just so inspired by like what Michael Jackson did for children, creating that whole like amusement park and like having a place for kids to like sleep and play, and you know, like a special place for like sick kids, and yeah, like stuff like that. Really, it just touches my heart. But yeah, I just feel like Life is crazy. Yo, life is freaking crazy. Like, can't nobody tell me. Can't nobody tell me. Can't nobody tell me. I know, right? He loved kids. They tried him dirty. Yeah, they did Mike dirty. They did Mike dirty. That man didn't do nothing to them kids. But you know what? That's kind of controversial. But yeah, I don't like how they did Mike. Like, we all know Mike had a heart of gold. We know that. We know that. Why y'all act like y'all don't know that? I get defensive when people come for Mike and they be saying stuff like Michael Jackson was this and you don't know Michael Jackson. You don't know that name. But you can feel that empathy from him. Like you can feel that love from him, through his music. So shut your ass up now. Shut your ass up now. Okay? Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. Okay? Why is my throat like tingly? Like my throat tingly and my freaking shell is rock hard. I wanted it to be soft and it's rock hard. Yeah, I don't like that. It's greasy too. But yeah, y'all got me to talk about some deep stuff tonight. Some deep stuff. Yeah, homelessness. That's no joke. It's really no joke. And like being a small woman going through that, I was smaller then when I was going through homelessness than I am now. Like I was a good 10 pounds, 10, 15 pounds smaller then. I mean, I'm small, but I was underweight. And I was a small female, just with my suitcase, not knowing where to go, wandering the parking lot of a hotel. Literally was harassed by this woman who thought I was trying to steal one of her freaking pillows just because the pillow I was carrying was plain white like the ones in her hotel. Oh my God, like when I just think about that, what's wrong with people? That was the ultimate disrespect. Like the ultimate disrespect. I was sitting outside and he said I was thick. You was thick then when you was homeless? Yeah. Cause what you eat? What you eat? Yeah, I couldn't even afford food. Like, yeah. So that was hard. But yeah, I was sitting outside with my suitcases and I had my pillow from home that I paid for. And the woman came out there talking about, is this one of my pillows? Did you take one of my pillows? And I was like, no, this is my pillow from home. And she was like, let me go back and check and make sure you didn't take one of my pillows, okay? Stay right there. It was because I was black. But she wasn't white, though. She wasn't, like, white or nothing. Like, yeah, she was racist. Yeah, she was racist. It was like minority on minority hate. That's crazy. That's crazy. She was, like, Indian, I think. She had, like, a strong Indian accent. But that's crazy. Like... it's more than crazy. She's like, let me go back and check. Yeah, I got jumped a few times and I was homeless too. People were trying me all the time. Like, yeah. And I feel like, I have to say this, just you saying that, I feel like it's even harder for homeless men sometimes. I'm not acting like it's easy for us, hard is hard, but like, I've noticed that like when men talk about their stories of homelessness, they have to face a lot more violence. With me, I didn't face any violence. No. I did not face any violence. Like, I faced people trying to manipulate, because that's the thing, like when you're a woman and you deal with homelessness and stuff like that, you come across men who want to take advantage of the fact that you're like this homeless woman, and then they try to like get into your head and manipulate you and stuff like that. And that's what I had to deal with. And for me, that was stressful and it was hard to deal with, but they realized that they really couldn't, because I'm very strong-minded. Like they got to me in the beginning, but over time I was like, no, like something ain't right about this, like this man is trying to help me, right? Like he's supposed to be helping me with this homelessness, but he's dogging me and trying to make me feel guilty for being homeless at the same time. Something's not right about that. and I'm like 10 years younger than this man, you know? And then another time when I stayed at that shelter, the one I was talking about, the cult that I was in, it was this older Caucasian man who I had a lot of love for him when I first came. He was like a father figure to me. I had so much admiration for him. I felt like he was just like this strong, like powerful kind of person. But over time, he became verbally abusive towards me and would literally have like these meetings, like bashing me in front of the women over like really minute stuff that it's like, are you crazy? Like, I asked, could I lay down because I had menstrual cramps? And he held a whole meeting against me, bashing me and having this whole mind game, this whole freaking performance, asking all the women, would you do that? Would you be that inconsiderate to ask me that question early in the morning? And I was in pain. What was I supposed to do? We weren't allowed to lay down at certain times of the day or whatever. And I wanted a pass. And he just, like, without getting too deep into detail, it was really hard, like the verbal stuff. For me, the challenge was like the verbal stuff, was like the beating me down, like telling me I was a gutless coward, and I was just, he said all types of just mean stuff that it's like, I was 25 years old at the time and this man was 63. Why do you need to say this to this random female that you don't even know? You know, and I was nervous to speak up because of the mistreatment that was going on, and all the women were terrified of this man. And I made a whole story time about it. Y'all, I go into like more detail, so check that video out. It's called "The Time When I Was in a Cult" or something very similar to that. Yeah, you said he took advantage of you because you were vulnerable. Yeah, that's a very vulnerable position to be in, where it's like it's hard for you to like believe in yourself and like trust in yourself when you feel like that you don't have what it takes to like provide the basic things for yourself, like shelter and food. It messes with your self-esteem, and so you're looking for somebody to lean on. And I really wanted a family because my family wasn't very supportive, and it was really hard. And for you to like know that I looked at you like a father figure, I didn't have a father, and I'm looking, for a father figure in you because of this vulnerable point in my life. These are my raps, y'all. Look at that. Look at that. Ow. Ow. Yeah. For you to like take advantage like that, just because you can, like the man was a master manipulator. Like the women, we would come in with more confidence, and then like our confidence would slowly decrease the more we stayed there. And you could say in a way it was him like humbling us, but how much humbling do you need? And telling somebody that, pretty much trying to convince a person that they're not good enough is not humbling them. That's abuse. And so I had to leave. I was there for 3 months, and I had to leave because the energy, the vibes, it just got toxic. And you weren't really allowed to speak out against him. And the women would just be like they were kind of, like a cult where the cult leader brainwashes the other people and they think that the person is like a saint who's like literally verbally abusing them. Some of the women were like that, and it made it even harder to be there because you're like, something ain't right about this man. Don't y'all feel it? He called himself a pastor. Something ain't right about this man. He said he was trying to break you down so he could use you. Exactly. Yeah. He was trying to break me down. He was trying to convince me that I was not who I was. You know? Like, it's kind of like that build you up to break you down. And that's why I left the job I was working at recently, because I had a boss who was like trying to do that same thing, but not just to me, to the whole staff. And it's like, when you don't learn how to like heal from one trauma, sometimes that trauma will pop up in another person and you have to relive that, or like, yeah. And so I had to let it go because I'm not about to be told that I'm crazy and that I'm weak and that I'm all these negative things just because I speak out against mistreatment. And that's what happens, you know? That's what happens with like narcissistic bosses and manipulative leaders and stuff like that. It's been nice talking to you, but I gotta go. Sydney, have a nice night. All right, what's your name? Lafana? Lafana. All right. You have a nice night as well. But yeah, I just wanted to get into that and talk about that. That's my past. I would love to make many, many more story times talking about, the stuff that I've been through in homeless shelters. And it gets deep and it can mess with you psychologically if you're really around like really bad people. Let me taste this. Let me taste this. I'm like, I don't know if I want y'all to see me eat this thing. Hold on. um, Not bad. You know? Let me not smack. That's one of my freaking pet peeves. Oh my god, I hate when people smack. I just this one lady at my job, my old job. She was the security officer. And when we eat in the break room, when I tell you that woman smacked, good lord, that woman smacked. And now I had to leave. Like, I couldn't do it. I had to get up on out of that break room. Because I'm like, girl, what you smacking for? I'm too old to be smacking like that. You know what I'm saying? And thank you, LaFonin. But yeah, y'all. I need to finish eating. It was good talking about this. I do birth chart readings. I really want to say that before I hop off. I do birth chart readings, so follow me. So email me at s.island55@yahoo.com. I do personal birth chart readings if you want to know more about your birth chart, your sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mars, Mercury, all of that good stuff. Check me out on Instagram at Sydney_Island. Check out my TikTok at itty bitty black alien. And yeah, that's what I want to talk about. I will definitely talk more about the acting and keep you updated on, what I'm doing with that. And that's pretty much it. Yeah. I really enjoyed y'all. Y'all have a good night. Bye bye.